Everybody, Tom Jackson here with EquipmentWorld.com. I'm in Anchorage, Alaska today, and I'm here to bring you a video review of some really interesting work boots that I recently got from Caterpillar. They're called the Caterpillar Kinetic Ice Plus boots. They're specifically designed for winter weather and a little bit of extra grip and protection on your walking as you're on snow and ice. Right now in Anchorage, it's about 7 degrees. That's as warm as it's going to get today. And I'm here in downtown right now to try out these boots. It's a real good environment for these boots because literally everything except for the paved roads that get scraped and salted every night are covered in ice, and kind of that slushy, hard-packed snow that can make walking around in the wintertime very, very difficult. So far I've had these boots on for a day or two, and I really got to say the grip these boots have, the special Vibram soles do a real good job of just keeping you stuck on the ice. I've spent 10 years in Iowa. I know all about walking on ice. The only time I've ever been knocked out is when I slipped and fell on some ice. These give, at least the feel to me is that they give you a lot better traction on the snow and ice. I don't feel as uncomfortable. I don't feel those little micro slips. So anyway, I'm going to do the rest of this video from my house where I can get in close and show you some of the features. But anyway, okay, back home where it's a little warmer and I can talk a little easier about my experience with these Kinetic Ice Plus boots that I tested out in Alaska. The big selling point on these boots is they have a tread on them that is slip and ice resistant, and how they do that is by using this Vibram Arctic Grip Pro tread on them. The tread is very aggressive. The blocks all have sharp corners. It's got a good rubbery feel on it. It's a lot like your tire on your car. And actually these boots, these treads have a lot in common with the modern tires. You also notice they're siping, these individual cuts in certain of the tread blocks, and those work to kind of squeegee water away from underneath your boot. That reduces the slipping potential a lot like the siping on your car tires. It'll prevent hydroplaning. So that's a real good feel. There's also these little blocks at the back, and these will turn blue when the temperatures reach 32 degrees, which kind of tells you your environment is now freezing. So that's kind of a nice touch there too. The other thing about these boots is I really liked is the heel actually bevels out a little bit at the back, and what that does is it just increases the size of your footprint, your traction patch, as the tire people might say, and that gives you a little more stability on the ice. It helps you step a little flatter on the ice, and it also keeps you from extending your leg too far out in front of you, and that's in a lot of cases that's when people slip, is when they get their leg too far out and boom, down they go. So having that little extra footprint there is really a big feature of these boots, I think, that's worth mentioning. These are professional construction boots. They're designed for construction workers. They have a impact crush resistant toe. They've got a shank midsole for arch support. They've got this scree collar that keeps gravel and debris from getting down inside your boots. Got a little nylon toe cap here so you don't wear that out if you're sitting in the machine for long periods of time, rubbing that up against the floorboards or whatnot. And the other thing I like about these boots is they were very comfortable. The whole time I wore them, 16-hour days sometimes, and they never really felt heavy or bad on my feet. They're very, very comfortable boots. The other thing they brag about on these boots is they are insulated, and while I was in Anchorage, the temperatures ranged anywhere from about 10 degrees above zero to 10 degrees below zero. Spent many hours outdoors with these boots on. My feet weren't toasty, but then again, my feet never get toasty. But they weren't uncomfortable either, so I spent long hours outdoors in those kind of temperatures, and the insulation worked fine there. In Kotzebue, a city I went to, or a little town actually, a village more or less, north of the Arctic Circle, the temperatures were anywhere from 5 above zero to 30 below at some point, and my feet did get cold there. A little uncomfortable, not so uncomfortable that I had to quit what I was doing. I was outside taking photographs, interviewing contractors and such, but it was cold at those temperatures. But I don't fault these boots for being cold in minus 30. My contractor friends tell me there are no boots that work in minus 30 degrees, and you just have to find some other solution. So no points off on that. Just kind of a final note here. It's March right now, or it's going to be when you see this video, and while a lot of people aren't thinking about snow and ice and slips and falls this time of year, this is actually the worst time of year for slips and falls. If you live anywhere above Tennessee, it's the season of thaws and freezes. You know, the ice and the snow thaw out a little bit in the day, then they freeze up at night, then you go out in the morning and there's all this black ice, invisible ice. Real easy to fall this time of year. It's a big safety problem for construction workers. Slips and falls are the #1 type of accident that happen to construction workers. So there's still a valid reason to be aware of that, and also to investigate wearing some boots that will give you some resistance and some good traction and grip on the snow and ice, which these cat boots certainly do. Online, these retail for about $180. I'll put a link in the text for this article where you can find them on Amazon, but they're pretty easy to find anyway. And I want to thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those in the comments section below, and thanks a lot.
Finally, thank you so much for watching Equipment World. We really appreciate your time. If you liked this video or found the information in it useful in any kind of way, do us a favor and hit that like button below. It really helps us out. And if you want more videos on construction equipment, work trucks, and pickup trucks, hit the subscribe button below and turn on notifications to be sure you're getting up-to-the-minute alerts whenever we drop a new video. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time.